This is high school, I said, not Game of Thrones. Oh please, it's exactly like Game of Thrones. There are only so many spots at the best schools, only so many jobs. You have to be on your A game every day, Misha, or you end up like a wounded wild beast. You have a cruddy leg and you can't keep up, and bam, you get culled. Sound savage? Absolutely. We are of course talking about the college entrance exams and admissions to some of the top universities. Hi everyone, my name is June, and wherever you guys are around the world, I hope you guys are staying safe and feeling fabulous. In today's episode, we are going to dive into the murky and sometimes downright dirty world of education. So let's get rolling. Read about or heard of the scandal that rocked the US college admissions situation that came to light around 2019, if I'm not mistaken. It had been all over the news. But the thing is, this has been going on for years. Now, when I first heard and read about this, I honestly was both horrified and shocked at some of the names of the families and the people who were implicated. I watched Operation Varsity Blues, the college admissions scandal on Netflix. Highly recommended. You've got to watch it. And I had to go a little bit further, and then I made that the theme of books that I wanted to read for that week. We regret to inform you an Overachiever's Guide to College Rejection is a YA novel by Ariel Kaplan. Now, when I first came across this book and I read the title, I thought it was a non-fiction, and I figured, well, this would be good to read about, what it's like to not make it to one of the top university or not making it to college at all. Because, there are a lot of books out there that tells you what you need to do to score amazing grades and how you can write your college entrance essay and all that sort of thing. But it would be interesting to read something on the other end of the spectrum, right? I want to hear about somebody who did not make it to college. Oh, hey, hang on, I can write that book. How far would one go to get into the right college? And from what I've seen and what I've heard, pretty dang far. Misha Abramovichus, I hope I got the name right, is a bright straight A student, a well-rounded kid, and a prime example of what every student should be like if you want to make it to a top university, if you want to have any shot at all. She was it. You want to be like her. Now, Misha, however, is a special case at Blanchard. Special case. Special because she is a senior and she does not have her own car. Yeah, it's that kind of school. She is by no means poor, but tuition at Blanchard is almost as much as what her single mom makes in a year. Now, she wasn't the only person there on scholarship, not by a long shot, but she just spends a lot less time pretending than the others. So here we have this character, a typical underdog, okay? She's smart, but she's hanging around the privilege. And trust me, sometimes the privilege, they let you know that you don't belong. Fortunately for Misha, she does have some decent friends at school, and that includes her crush, Nate. With her overachieving performance, you can imagine her shocked when she was rejected by every college that she applied for, including what we call her safety school. Now, a safety school is like a shoe-in, one that you are very certain that you are going to be able to get in. There is in no way that they are going to reject you. In fact, they would be lucky to have you. However, she was actually rejected by every single university, including her safety school. Now, as you know, she has done everything right. She's got great academic results. She took part in all the right extracurricular activities. She has glowing recommendations from her teachers. So suddenly all her well-laid plans have gone out the window, and there is no plan B because she did not expect this to happen. As I told you, she did everything right. So you cannot blame her for not being able to accept nor believe that this is actually happening to her. So together with Nick, they form an unexpected alliance with a group of IT/tech/experts/hackers. This group of kids, they call themselves the Ophelia Syndicate. Now, their investigations launched them into all directions, landing them into some very funny situations, and at other times, some very risky situations as well, because all their futures were put in jeopardy at some stage. For me, this is an entertaining, fun read. It's not a dark psychological thriller kind of thing. So you can just breeze through this quite easily. Some things about the book is pretty formulaic, like you have your standard underdog in Misha, and of course, her crush, Nate, is someone who is completely out of her league, good looking, comes from a wealthy family, and who appears to, be someone who has just breezed through life, as compared to hers, where she's struggling, living with her single mom and all that. And of course, you have the obligatory outcast, the IT experts, nerd, geek, stoner / well, you know what I mean, right? So nonetheless, there are enough twists and turns in this book to keep you guessing who or what is behind this Misha's disastrous outcome in her college applications. Now, I did find some parts of the story a little improbable, mainly and you may too, mainly because I am a true crime fan, and that always gets me asking a lot of questions and just wondering if that's even possible. Things like figuring out people's password and hacking into this system and that, just like that. I don't know. Clearly, if you are a super duper hacker, I'm sure you can do a lot of stuff. It's just that for me, I don't think it's that easy, okay? But hey, again, the book, it's just for entertaining, it's just a story, okay? That's just me, but again, it does not get in the way of me actually having fun reading this book. There is humor in it, and there is also heartbreak in it, so all the things that are related to that stage of our lives, okay? Because we were all young once, some of you are still young. It does show us how much stress kids and parents endure when it comes to our education, and it comes down to this one crossroad, right? Leaving your high school or your secondary school, and then moving to college. And some people do make a big deal out of it. I'm sure you've seen these YouTube videos of people's reaction, right? Their reaction and their family's reaction when they, when they open their email or log into a university's website to see if they have been accepted by their college of choice. Young readers will appreciate how this story reflects their reality. There is tremendous pressure for kids to perform really well at school, and I think this is applicable, everywhere around the world. It doesn't matter where you're from and at what level you are studying. There's a lot of expectations placed on kids these days, and parents want their kids to do really well and get good grades all the time. And parents as well, I feel sometimes they place a lot of hopes and set the bar really high for their own kids, and I guess that really does not help with the situation. But hey, that's the reality these days. If you are looking for an entertaining, light-hearted, but still an engaging read, say for something over the weekend, I believe this is a good option for you. But having said that, there is an important message in reading this book. I hope people will realize that, you know, there really is more to life than just good grades. I mean, education is important, don't get me wrong. I'm a teacher and a lifelong learner. I totally value that. But then again, education is not just what you can gain only at school. Education can be gained in just living your life, and hopefully you live your life with purpose, with meaning, with passion and compassion. In my next video, we will be continuing the theme of college admissions. I want to talk a lot more about Operation Varsity Blues and this character, Rick Singer, whom I find both fascinating, intriguing and scary all at the same time, and also a non-fiction book, Guilty Admissions, which talks about this scandal. So be sure you listen to the ninjas, subscribe to my channel, like this video and share it. That would help me out so much. And also turn the notification bell on so you do not miss out on anything. Until I see you again, remember to be kind and be brave. Ciao!